Today we are going to compare Agile system development with SSM and how Agile can solve problems identified in here for you. What is SSM? SSM is an approach to analyze business process, which help identify problems and generate problem solving. SSM is made up of 7-stage process that focus on human unstructured problems. What is Agile? According to C Prime, Agile is a kind of software development methodology based on interactive development, where requirements and solutions evolve through collaboration. It includes 4 common methods, which are Scrum, Kanban, Lean, and Scrum program. Based on previous pages, now we move to comparison. There are some similarities between Agile and SSM. They are both collaborative and iterative. They also work with stakeholders. For example, at the stage of conceptual model, SSM will ask for stakeholders' feedbacks in order to understand if the model is feasible and design change. On the other hand, Agile keep working with stakeholders to collect feedback and make changes during the cycle. They are both adaptive and unstructured. SSM aims for managing unstructured situation, and Agile is work well with unstructured process, which not following steps. However, they are both oriented to learning, but SSM focus on perspective and Agile focus on goals, system, and objectives. They also have another difference, which SSM is focused on plan and Agile focus on change. Now we move to how SSM applied in here for you. Stage 1, we interviewed Jordan, Bill Jr., and Sally to explore the current situation, and then we built a rich picture to illustrate the situation, which includes structures, process, stakeholders, issues expressed by stakeholders, climate and conflicts, and have identified several problems in here for you. In stage 3, we selected 2 key perspectives, which is co-owners and customer, and established a root definition by using keyword. Stage 4, following the root definition, a conceptual model has been built to understand the activities but not a description of the real world. Step 5, because of that, we compare the conceptual model and the reality to identify the distinction. Step 6, the distinction helps us to explore if the changes are desirable and feasible. After all the stages, we propose to help for you that how they can make changes to improve the situation. What if we use Agile? In contrast, we could also use Agile to address problem in here for you. We pick one of the approach, which is Scrum, to implement in this case. First stage is to write user story from co-owner point of view, which include Jordan, Bill Jr., and Sally, and development team will be part of the workshop. It helps us to understand the requirements from here for you at the early stage. Then we prioritize the user stories based on their importance and needs, and create a backlog which contains task description of functionality in the system. After the actual user stories are chosen, we will determine how long it takes to finish these tasks, and the system development process begins. Teamwork is close to design, development, and test during the iteration. Moreover, we meet every day to update the standards regarding the progress. After the end of sprint, part of system progress will demonstrate to owners in review meeting and collecting all feedbacks as well as planning for the next iteration. The iteration is to ensure the final system meets the stakeholders' requirements and fulfill what they want. Therefore, it requires a lot of change during the iteration for better improvement. So what are the differences? These are 2 different approaches to solve the problem for here for you. The characteristics of SSM is a methodology that focuses on human unstructured messy problems. It can provide situation of different stakeholders involved and gives awareness of conflicting perspectives and issues. In terms of case in here for you, it helps identify their internal relationship and clarify the weakness in potential area. Therefore, the solution is based on their perspective and focus on relevant system. It can be achieved by the identification and modeling of set of automated systems and can produce an ideal system which mostly accepted by all stakeholders. However, it could be lack of a guidance to help for you on selection of system by using SSM. In contrast, Agile is more focused on stakeholder and system. It proposes incremental and iterative approach. Co-owners have early and frequent opportunities to review the system, make decisions, and change, which the errors can be fixed in between. Therefore, it ensures the quality and correct system at the end of the stage. The planning is less compared to other methodology, which increase the productivity. However, it may overlook the internal relationship issues happening here for you, and it requires higher skills as well as training is needed. Therefore, it's better to use SSM in the early stage and use Agile when it comes to system development to develop the system in high quality.